Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Let me go back to my chat. I was muted. Let's see here. Just doing a sound check. 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 All right. Anybody give me a 5-5? Can you hear me okay? Yeah. Can you hear me now, Scott? Hey, Buck, can you hear me?
Hello.
Hi. You can hear
I'm
me
here.
okay?
Yeah, I'm just tired. And,
Let's see
and it's
here.
the alarm, and I woke up. I'm like, oh shit, it's 5:55.
5:55. That's an angel number, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I got to get back to my chat here. Everybody was saying they couldn't hear me. They're telling me I'm muted. Okay, Scott's got my back. Hey, Scott, how are you doing? Who else do we have out here? Leah, Charlene. Where's Colleen? There's always a Colleen after Charlene. And then, yeah, there always is. It's just,
Yep.
and I get them confused. I go, well, Charlene told me this. And they go, no, that was Colleen. All
Uh,
right. So you got to clear the cobwebs?
yeah, I'm good.
You need some coffee? You got it. All
Like that's
right.
what I had to run downstairs. I got my coffee. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. We'll start off by asking you how'd the fishing go?
It was great. Got got up. Met him at 4:30 in the morning, which is kind of early. But it was a beautiful day out. As you can see, I'm still a little red. The first full sun day, right? It was about 90 degrees out, but we caught about 9 fish.
9.
So
Kind.
a bunch of stripers. Let me see. Yes, I didn't send them to you, but let me pull it up. Yeah,
Nice. Oh, the poor little fishies.
you know, and of course my family doesn't like it. Juliana and Amanda don't like fish, so we just gave them away. But it's good just to be out on the I love the water, and just being out there and seeing the sunrise. Was worth it because like this. We got to see
Oh,
the
the
sun
sunrise.
the sunrise. The moon was out. It was a beautiful day. Not that many people out in the water because it was Wednesday, and it was he got a pontoon. So he used to have like a regular size, like a 10, 15-foot boat, but it was a little hard because the console, the captain's chair, he didn't even have a chair. It was just pretty much right in the middle of the boat. So you have like that little gap you had to squeeze in through the side in the console. So you want to upgrade. Well, I wouldn't say he said upgrading to a pontoon. But he put his old motor he put the motor from his boat onto the pontoon, so it gets about 23 miles an hour. So it gets goes it's pretty fast, and it's a pontoon is better because you can actually because he has like eight we set up about 8 fishing poles. That he'll set up. He's got everything. So if one goes, you can kind of run back and forth. So it was
What
nice.
where were you at? Is it a
Lake
lake water?
Hartwell, Lake Hartwell, and It was right near Clemson. So we got on the boat. We got on the water about 6:30, and we got to see the female Clemson rowers. Were rowing because that's where they have the ACC championship for rowing tournament
Cool.
because it's wide open, right? It's a lake. It's Lake Hartwell. The only issue is we haven't had much rain, so it's about 10 feet low this year. It's very low, the water, because we haven't had much rain to fill it up. But yeah, it's beautiful. It was very nice. I mean, he tells me, he's like, my wife loves it when I go fishing. And he's like, why that? She's like, because I come back always happy and relaxed.
Oh, I know. It's true. It is really true. Let's see. So let me just kind of show this here that what you're referencing here. This is um Good information. Let's see. Let me just pop this up here. He's talking about the road. And yeah, we were close to, well, we're always near the ocean, but we went to a restaurant that was really good right on the ocean. And I love that stuff. I can't get
Yeah,
enough of it.
me
So,
too.
oops, let's go to this other screen here. This is what you're referencing, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, there
Is
was six about like I said, 6 o'clock, 6:30 in the morning. The girls were out there and they had, they were rolling their tails off, I can tell you that much.
yeah. Yeah, definitely. So that is all pretty cool stuff. It's cool that you got to see that too. It's hard, man. That is hard stuff.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's definitely
Like
not easy. Because I
like
even
this
do
guy.
that. I even do that, the row machine at the gym, and after about 15 minutes of going hardcore, it's just like, yeah.
Yeah, you're pretty much done for the day because it's using every muscle in your body.
Yep.
And yeah, that's cool. Yeah, we were. Where did we go? Well, my husband went to the range with a friend, and me and my friend were watching them shoot for an hour. It was really hot out there. And then about an hour later, we're like, let's go to the Tiki Hut. It's a new place in Orange Beach down here. And it was right on the water. It's good food, good company, very breezy. I couldn't ask for a better day. But you know what? That knocked us out. And it probably knocked you out too, right? It's so
Yeah.
tired.
Yeah. I mean, because we got back around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and we still had, it was crazy though because we caught all the fish early on. From about a moment we said we got on the water six, like I said, 6:30. By the time we got to the spot, it was about 7:30. Um, and he's got all the radar. He's got the radar the graph, it tells you how
Yeah.
deep the water is, where, because over here most of the lakes are man-made, right? And you got to worry about trees. There's a lot of trees, old structures, and stuff like that underneath, and so obviously you never want to get your line stuck on the trees. So we
Geez,
could.
why didn't you tell my husband about that one time? He went fishing and got his line stuck on a tree.
Uh,
Paul, what did you rip out? When you went fishing and got your line caught, what was ripped? The whole back on the pontoon.
yeah,
Oh, he hit a tree.
yeah, because you got to be careful. So you can. So it tells you how deep where the tree is and how deep it is, how deep
Yeah,
the
the depth
water.
finder.
Yeah, the
Depth
depth
finder, yeah.
finder, and also this, and so it's obviously it's easier to catch fish that way when you have the fish finder and everything like that. And but yeah, within the first 15 minutes of trolling, because he's got the trolling motor that keeps us in the spot. I mean, 2 hours we caught all that fish from 7:30 to 9:30. The rest of the day we didn't catch anything. But you know what? I'm fine with just being out in the water and seeing the sunrise. The fish is just a bonus, obviously. And yeah, we caught it nice and early, and the rest of that day was easy peasy, right?
Yeah.
After that, because we already got our fish in. If we didn't catch anything, we're good. We got them already.
Yeah, I'm telling you that you got everybody needs to be near the water no matter what. It's very grounding for you for number one. But
Yeah,
I'm glad you got out and you got some fresh air, sunshine, and whatnot that's going on out there. We have had beautiful weather here. Still, they said we got a chance. We're in a drought, basically.
same
If you're,
here.
it's hard to believe that we're in a drought. The humidity is still low. I am not bitching. I'm very grateful for it. But as soon as that rain starts coming in, so the Midwest has been getting hit. I heard there was 12 tornadoes going on at once. And I think, let me see what somebody had sent. It's just crazy what's going on with the weather out there.
Yeah,
Um,
I know they're still spraying. That's for sure. Whether it's good or bad, I don't. It's. I never
I
want to
know.
see any spraying because it's not natural, right? But
Yeah.
yeah, they're still spraying the crap out everywhere.
Yep. Yeah. Well, I look up at the skies and I don't really. Every now and then I'll see clouds, but then I'll just see like, I kind of call them just they're thin sheets of clouds.
Yeah,
So yeah. Let's see here. We're trying to sell our pontoon boat right now. We don't use it. It's been sitting. We don't want it to get dry rot or whatever. And there's nothing but scammers out there, Buck. We put it out on the Facebook Marketplace. That's
Yeah,
where we've always sold a lot of stuff. And let me tell you, it's interesting. We've got a couple of people that reached out to me. First of all, they scan my profile. They see I'm a female, and they say that they want to come and take a look at our boat. Some of them just give you offers without even seeing it. It's just a bunch of crap. So we'll see how much longer we're going to keep it there on Marketplace. I was hoping somebody locally would want it. It's a good boat.
yeah.
We're old people. We hardly used it. you know. Let's see here. What else
Everybody
do we have?
tries to lowball you, right? Too. That's the other thing you got to deal with on Facebook.
Yeah, yeah, they really do. So, what else is going on out there? If anybody has any comments, questions, concerns about anything, just put it out there. We'll talk about it. Um, there's political things. I don't really want to get into a lot of it. I'm just not in the mood for that. It is what it
It's all
is. It's
distractions.
Yeah, a lot of it is distractions, and every now and then I do like to talk about the health arena, see what's going on with that. I still hear people say, "Well, I sure hope that the med beds are coming," and who am I to say that they won't?
Yeah. It just nothing will come out until all the evilness is out of the picture. And the only thing is, we don't know when that is because we're not in the plan. We don't know how many people are left that they need to take out. So, the problem is, it's the trust the plan thing is kind of hard to deal with because, that just allows us, we can't just sit back and wait, right? We still
Yeah.
got to live our life. And
Oh, hold on
but
one sec.
hope it,
Yeah, I know what you're saying exactly. Everybody says trust a plan, but whatever. It's things are just so obvious right now. We live real close to Pensacola. We're about 20 minutes away from there, and this is the first year that we can't see the Blue Angels flying overhead. They're, I guess, I'm not sure if I'm saying this correctly or not, but because of what's going on with the military and everything, they kind of took them out of circulation. But this is what they've been doing in Pensacola.
so nice.
So that's cool, kind of cool stuff. I see that all day long. People taking videos of it, and we wish that we could go to the base and actually get up there. My husband's been wanting to, but they close it to the public.
Mm.
Charlene is asking a question out here. Let's see if I read this beforehand, knowing it's Charlene. Didn't you mention that you all go to the VFW or someplace like that? You could put in a poster up of the boat info. Yeah, that's a good idea. We did join it and then we unjoined it. it just it was the same thing over and over and over again. And so this was the Elks Club, I think it was. So the VFW, they've got some cool stuff that they do. The turkey shoots there. I think they got more stuff that's in line with what my husband likes to do. So I'm easy going. So next week we are actually going to go see dolphins. We're going to go on these
Ooh.
dolphin boat rides where they kind of go along with you, and there's so many of them out there right now. Um, so that should be fun.
Yeah, it's always fun when you see dolphins.
Yeah.
When I showed you when I went to Florida, we saw them, didn't we? We s-
Yeah, you did.
yeah,
Yeah.
we saw four of them swimming together when we went on the airboat.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, so I'm hoping to get some video of it. Just as it's supposed to be this my friends told us to go on this particular boat. It's almost like you can lean over and they will be right there next to you. They've got it set up so that you could probably reach out and touch them, but I don't know if I'll do that. Let's see here. 20th of Monday. This is coming from Kelly. 20th of Monday, something is coming. Guess we'll see what. I heard something was supposed to happen today, some announcement. I don't know.
oh, 420. We know what's coming.
Pass it here, Buck. I'm passing it to you.
I've been good. It's been 2 weeks since you know, because now that I have no money and I gotta get a job and you know
Everybody buy Buck a cup of
but
coffee. He
but you know what but you know what's crazy when I the first time I when I first time I got clean or whatever, man, I was stressed out. Of not having it. Now that I haven't smoked or done any gummies or anything, because that's the only because I just do it for my headaches, and I still get the headaches, right? But I have like no like anxiety or like urge, like I need like when I was younger.
Yeah.
When I would stop smoking or do drugs, I was an asshole to be around.
Mhm.
But now I'm like, now that it's been 2 weeks, it's like, I just live life and I'm not stressed out. I don't have like much anxiety. Like I said, I still get headaches. It's been a couple of days since I had one. It's been like about since actually Wednesday when I went fishing, I came back with a headache. And
My niece's birthday is on the 20th, and I think she's always lived up to celebrating that on her birthday. One minute she's telling me, "Oh, we don't smoke anymore," and the next minute, I'm hearing about stuff. I'll never forget the time we asked her to watch the dogs. We were going to Branson for one of these truther things. I come back home and there's a bong that she's got all cleaned on the table, and she's got all her paraphernalia, and she's like looking up at me, "Hi," and I'm like, "I bet you are." So
yeah, I
I got
mean, I'm
yeah.
not that bad.
Oh, she did not know when we were coming home. She was probably expecting me to text her and say, "We're on our way," and that time I just didn't do it.
Yeah,
But, she's an adult. They do what they wanna do, right?
that's
Let's see.
there's
Hula
more
Hoop says,
there's more medical properties in weed than there is mostly any other drugs that they have out there. It's not
"Hey,
even a
listen to
drug. We don't know why they labeled it as a drug. It's come on.
this one, Buck. Didn't I tell you to get a job with somebody that you know? Buck, we are hiring for the hyperbaric operation. We will train and pay you for your classes."
Oh, I mean,
Buck,
I'm up. You know what? Because I've been like I told you before. I've been stuck between the
a
in
rock and a
between.
hard place.
Well, it's like because every 10 years in my industry, I've been in 25 years. It seems like every 10 years or so, these companies merge, and then they trim. They don't care how good you are at your job, how loyal you are at the job. Let's just say, Janine, I called out. I think I once, maybe twice in 5 years I was with this company. I worked from home. It was the lot.
Buck, would you consider this? So you would have to get a hula hoop. I've got so many questions, hula hoop. Does he have to travel? What does he do? Buck, you would be good. You would really be good at this.
Well, I would be good at anything because
It's healing.
it's healing, but I pick up everything quick, and I'm responsible. That's the main thing. A lot of people nowadays you can't find good help.
How far is hula hoop from you?
I want to say it was about 2.5 hours, if the last time I remember. I
What
know
a
she.
hula hoop? Give you got her text, her phone number,
Yeah, I do.
because we were in a group chat one time.
Hmm.
Oh my gosh, hula hoop, hire me. She doesn't want she wants the younger kids like you. Yeah, and her son is remarkable. If he was your teacher, my God, you're gonna learn so much from him.
Yeah.
Um, he is just a very loving soul like you are. All right, so I'm pulling some cards on this. I'm so excited. I want to see.
Ooh,
I want to see if this will. You have to ask the question though for this
I gotta ask the
opportunity.
question.
You ask a question on this hula hoop opportunity.
Well, I know it would be worth it. Like I said, the only issue is the location, right? Because I am a little further away, and I'm not stuck here in Greenville, but I gotta wait for Juliana to finish school before anything. But it was funny because our recruiter did
What's the
call me.
question, Buck?
All right,
You're diverting.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not good at asking questions, so
All right.
um,
Oh, you just have to move to Marionetta.
oh, Marietta. Yeah, let me see. Would it be worth it for me to move to Marietta?
All right, let's see what we have here. Is that is I don't know about that place, that area.
Because the
Okay, this
job
is
I know
for
would be worth it.
shit. Yeah, Hula Hoops told me so much about it. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, definitely would be it'd be a huge, obviously a lifestyle change. The first thing that actually came up with it is that, so when I see the thing that says like it's kind of up in the air, it just basically means that it just was presented to you. It's something that you haven't really thought about. But then when I go into the next card there, it actually looks like if you made the decision to do it, you would be creating a whole new record, a whole new thing that is opening up in your life for you. And let's see here. Yeah, very cool. So Buck, I pulled 4 cards on this, and it actually ends up with the King of Forces, which just basically means that there'd be a lot of your energy would be behind this. You'd be really creative with it, and very very healing. So it's going to take you in places that and things that you've never considered before. It's almost like it's very exciting just to be in this opportunity, but you don't even know what's in front of you.
Yeah.
Alright. So, I don't think that answered the question about moving. Let me see here. I kinda I don't know if I asked
It's
about
2 hours
moving.
and 45 minutes for me.
Yeah, definitely. I got the highest card, which is the Queen of the Scrolls, and it's very, it's a very good card for you. Um, you know, I think you would wanna do it, but I think there might be some family resistance. I'm just being honest here. But what you
Yep.
it's almost like this whole healing thing for you would be very it's not even just the healing of it. It's you working with the people and helping people. That's the key right there. You get more out of it than just taking these people in and helping them out. Um, and let's see here, Buck. It basically, and I've always said this about you. It's almost like you are the healer. It in so many ways, you do the healing with all these people in these classes for addictions and stuff like that. It's just going in a different direction. So that's up to you.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
'Cause I love helping people and in the meetings too. You
Hula
know,
Hoop says, "Come on up." Is it up? Is it up from
it's
you?
it's like it's like south. It's like mostly west, like a little bit. So it's not. It's yeah. It's like, let me see.
Man.
It's like southwest
Oh yeah, yeah,
a little bit.
yeah.
So I'm open to anything, you know, but it's like you said, the family,
But that's
they
always going to be anything. It's kind of like you have to have a lot of clarity explaining this to your family, right? And
yeah,
they have to understand it. Now, I wouldn't go in there selling it as healing. I'd actually go in it because everybody knows what those bariatric chambers are used in the NFL and stuff like that. I'd go that way instead of the whole healing way because even if she was to Google it and look it up, she would definitely see that it's a good cause.
yeah,
You know, um, I know it's kind of sticky with you because you're so open minded and tell the things and being more adventurous to it. And then you almost have somebody who's very structured with you. So
and
it
and we already butt heads already. So
Yeah, but I think you've been with each other long enough to know when you butt heads, and then you're able to, and then she's able to see it when you're doing something, and you go through it. I think it gets less and less tense, is what I'm kind of sensing here. But you get an opportunity to do this. Just talk to Hula Hoop and see where you're going. She says we are expanding facilities. I know that they're growing
yeah,
to a larger facility from 4 chambers to 6.
yeah, because I mean, we all know it's Scott mentioned earlier, like we are the med beds, but right now, we're not up to that knowledge yet, right? And there's nothing better than helping people, in my opinion, right?
Yeah,
Um, Both mentally and physically.
yeah. Somebody's asking me if Jason Q is coming on. I never scheduled Jason Q.
No, no, Jason and Dean are off on Saturdays. They don't do
Oh.
shows, and I think they're. I don't know what they're
Oh.
doing today, but I know we had on our Zoom, we not me Zoom, like we do on Saturdays at 2 o'clock. She was not, Dina was not on. I know they have some things, personal things to take care of. So Saturday, yeah. So Saturdays is their day to unwind. If Jason
Yeah.
Q even knows how to unwind.
Yeah. I don't know, when he was on our show, boy, that was the most calmest I've ever seen him in years, and it was everybody enjoyed it, and they asked me to have him back on. I will, I gotta give him space, I don't that's not something I wanna ask him, maybe every 6 weeks or every 2 months or something like that, but he's got his own thing and he enjoys it. Alright, we have the King of Wands out there that is got a call yesterday. Um, is King of Wands male or female? I'm assuming King is a male, with potential job offer and a big move. I got until tomorrow to give an answer. So really thinking about it hard. I'm just gonna pull a couple here and see what I
Yeah.
get. Don't this is for entertainment purposes only. And let me just see what I get. I don't know King of Wands at all. I remember seeing King of Wands from time to time. Let's just see. King of Wands is, it looks like I got an opportunity to move and get a good job offer. You know what? You got to go where the money is.
Yep. I mean, I moved for my job in South Carolina, and it was a good decision, leaving New York and moving here.
Hmm. For some reason, I got everything was in the shadow about this particular opportunity, so I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm gonna ask King of Wands. Could you just put your question in about the job so I know that it's coming from you specifically, and not what I might be pulling up here, because I found this really hard to believe that they were all um, in the shadow side of things, if you guys know what I mean about the shadow side. So,
Mm.
oh, thank you, Janine. Yeah, King of Wands, just put your own question in on that. How are you going to ask the universe about this particular move? Sally is saying, put fear aside, pray, and have faith to move forward.
Thank you, Sally.
Charlene is saying, he is an extremely hard worker. And let's see what else we have here. I know there's a bit of a delay and they're on YouTube, so maybe the King of Wands will come back with his question.
It was
Um,
funny. It was funny because I did find this post today.
it's backwards. What does it say?
It says if you're having a bad day, just remember somebody is working your old job.
Oh yeah, yeah. Thank God those days are gone for us. We think about it all the time with the new technology and everything that's coming up. It's an exciting time for a lot of young kids. It really is. They don't know what we have gone through, and we have no clue what they are going to be going through. And actually, my niece, she's feeling much better now that she's doing the dialysis and stuff, and she's trying to become a creator, content designer or whatever. And she's got her own stuff going right now. But she's happens to be in an area where there's Walmart. So she told me she was doing this, and Walmart always used to have all these vendors out there that went to Bentonville and just basically took up all the real estate out there to be near Walmart. But Walmart has been announcing they're going AI. So I got out there and I kind of asked about the AI and creative contenters, or whatever they call them, creative, whatever they call them, to get their products out there. They're using people. They don't use advertising anymore. And so it came back and it corrected me, and it says they're using AI for other things, not for this creative stuff. So I sent that off. I thought it was really good information to my niece to let her know. Whenever we come up with something that we think is a block, we really need to run it past someone else out there, because they think a little bit differently, and they can kind of see that just might mean that you're telling yourself something that's not true, right? All right, let's see what else we have out
Just a
here.
different perspective. It's sometimes good to get somebody else's opinion. You don't have
Yeah,
to always follow it, but and sometimes you just second guess yourself. Is this something that and but and always follow your gut, right? Your gut is
Yeah,
your
definitely. I know that Hula Hoop's business has been growing leaps and bounds. They even talked about coming down here at one point, but I don't know if they're still going to do that. But they need to really start growing in their area there. And as much as they care about people, Buck, you'd fit right in there. Uh,
I believe I would.
King of Wands, I need your question. In the meantime, I'm going to go back and ask about Hula Hoop and Buck.
Yeah, King, where's your question?
Same question, same card came up for you, Buck. It's almost like it's a great opportunity. I don't want you to miss it. At least talk to her, talk to the family, go there. Somebody else said that in here too. Go there, show them. I don't know, maybe have a conversation with Hula Hoop first, but yeah, it's almost like you wouldn't know how to explain it to them or know what how do I put this? Someone gets very defensive when you're talking to them about new opportunities, new things. They can kind of, it's like their mind hasn't been open to it as yours has been open to it. So
Mhm.
have a conversation with Hula Hoop to get all the information, and then put your salesman's hat on and then talk to it. And it actually looks like it'll be very good for the family in the long run. So
Yeah,
whatever that means there.
because Amanda would, I'm sure, would be able to benefit from the chamber, because she, with her inflammation and stuff like that.
Oh,
It's just, it's when, you know I it's probably something, and I'm sure I'd love to do. I something I'd love to do. Because the main thing with her is medical insurance, right? Because of her autoimmune disease. So it's nowadays, it's some of these jobs, mostly offer it. It's just, waiting and seeing. It's just waiting around. Because I did have a recruiter call me on Friday about my pretty much my wheelhouse in my industry. Pretty much, I know like the back of my hand. The other jobs that I've interviewed for, I'm a little rusty on it because it's been a few years out of it in that department. But I've had two recruiters reach out to me on Friday in my department, in my field that I'm very knowledgeable on. But I'm still waiting for an interview. It's been over a week. You know, they have my resume, they have my information. That you have to give them. They wanted my driver's last four digits of your driver's license, last three digits of your social, and my birthday. But I'm still waiting for them to call me for an interview. And once I have the interview, I believe I'll get the job. But I still haven't heard back from them yet.
yeah,
Um, if it doesn't happen, then I'll be more than willing, because I would already be excited to work with Hula in the first place, and the family.
yeah.
It's just
Oh,
the being away from the family. I think would be my issue. Being away from Juliana, pretty much,
yeah.
because
Well,
she
that
she
kind of
wants to
came up.
finish high school here. So
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah. What grade is she in?
she's a sophomore, so she's still got 2 years left.
Yeah. Um, I was just gonna kind of show. Um, I can't think of the name of her healing center. I was gonna bring it up here. I call it a healing center. It's Hula Hoop. Can you throw your website link in there? I know that you guys made some updates and everything like that. Hula Hoop says you can get the family discount for the chambers. Oh, that'd be really good. And also to okay, so King of Wands is asking about the new opportunity on the timeline and for his family for the highest good. Excellent question. I love that. So you've been I'm going to wait for her to put in. Oh, okay. She's just typing it in. Art.
There we go. I found it.
Okay. I need to spell better.
I'll post it.
Hyper.
I could post it in the chat.
Bar. Let's see here. And I'm going to get back to If you think about it, it's all about the damn oxygen, right? A lack of oxygen that
Yeah,
we have here.
I mean, because right, I mean,
I
we
think this
breathe
is
every
it.
day. That's what we need
Yeah.
without oxygen we die.
Yeah.
But you see how good Teeny's going too.
Okay. So I think this is hers, and let me know if it isn't. ART is stands for Advanced Recovery Therapy Hyperbaric Center, and it tells you about what is HBOT, the benefits of it, what to do before you arrive, and the type of their equipment and their chambers that they have there. I did many shows with Hula Hoop on this. She's been asking me to go up there and do some live ones with her. They're expanding. Here they are showing you two. She says they're going to six. And if anybody knows about these chambers, are all used for the NFL football players when they get these head injuries or whatever it might be. But yeah, this is really cool stuff. So Buck, you could take your time in looking at this and then make the phone call to her.
Yeah, I mean, because now that I don't have a job, I do have time on my hands.
Yeah.
I could
Yeah.
we could do a show there. We could do a show from there, Janine.
Yeah. I can just send you the link and you could do the show. Wouldn't that be beautiful?
Yeah,
All right. I'm going to come back to you doing that. Yeah, we could definitely do that. Got to get that cleared through Hula Hoop and Dr. Ken. Um, she said, "Yeah, that is the one there." All right, so the link is out there if anybody's interested in it. So there's so many benefits to it. When I had them on here, and it's been a long time, so we should have them back on here again. Um,
agreed.
can you imagine if you talk about, people are all asking about med beds. Here it is. They kind of changed theirs from the regular hospital things. And I don't get into any, I don't want to speak for them, the logistics and stuff, but everything that she has told us that how it's helped people pulling toxins out of the body, so on and so forth, just helping people all together. God, that's a cool job. All
Yeah, I
right, so I'm
mean,
gonna jump back and just, wrap this thing up with, who was it?
King of
I need that.
Wands.
King of Wands, okay, so King of Wands wanted to know about the highest good. King of Wands, you've been thinking about this a lot. You've been reflecting on it, and there's just something about the structure, whether it's the structure of the company that you're not quite sure of. So I got 2 shadow things in here. It's almost as if I wanted to say to you, ask more questions before you actually make that decision. Go back to them, and if really, don't be afraid to ask them whatever it is, because I'm just getting that was in the shadow side was something about the industry, this new opportunity. Maybe it's new and you don't understand it, or maybe you need to ask some more questions about it. And then the other thing is, it feels like you're going to be caught in the ruins there, almost as if you're thinking about the children, right? Was this the best move for the children? That's You're struggling with that right now. It's there, it's present, doesn't mean that that might be there, but it's showing me that those are your two worries about this, even though you're asking if it's for your highest good. And actually the outcome of it is the bird's nest, where it all looks like, okay, everything is really good there, right? You're going to make it's three, it's a communications, it's new forces. But in order to get to this last card here, King of Wands, you've got to go back and, whether you open up an email today and ask these other things that you may not think is important to ask, and or else have them ready in your offer letter or whatever it is that you're sending back, just to clear your mind. I think you're going to be okay with this opportunity. All right. Anybody else have any other things that are going on out here? Hula Hoop is saying, we just got
Oh,
the
oh,
new
oh, I'll come and then
what?
we got a new fat eliminator laser. I'm coming. Who?
I'm coming. What is that?
Man,
Hula Hoop. I'm going to throw her a link and see. Hula Hoop, you don't have to come on the camera. You don't have to come on the camera. Let's see where do I get my links from here? That's the key. Copy a link. And if you're not Hula Hoop and you join in, I'll just kick you out.
but yeah, man, I'd love to get my fat eliminated.
Yeah.
We,
Okay, so out there it's It's Studio Restream.io, and that is the link. Hula hoop if you can, and I'm sure she's probably having dinner with her family or something, or doing something with her daughter. Uh, just come on in, and if not, that's okay. We'll schedule you another time. What is this
Who,
fat eliminator?
who is on Rumble? She's not on YouTube, so you have to post it on Rumble. The link.
It's out on Rumble too. It's the one right
Okay,
below it.
I didn't see it come up.
It's that little green thing. Can you see that? That's the
Let me see.
Rumble
I gotta
one.
I gotta go back to it. Oh, now I see it. Yeah, because I mean, I'm getting there. I'm losing it doing because I've been doing the high intensity training classes at the gym.
Well, I
Um,
will tell you, when you're unemployed and that's all you got is the gym, you will.
yeah.
Oh, look who we have here. Hello.
Hey guys,
Hey,
I just walked up to Home Depot. I'm just looking at all the beautiful flowers and everything.
Oh, show
oh,
us. Show us. Yeah.
colors! Look at them colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I've been trying to go with try to find a red, white, and blue theme for my flowers in my front yard this year. That's really hard.
Yeah, it's hard to find the blue ones, right?
Exactly. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
more of a purple, but it'll work.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good to see you guys.
You
Yeah, so
too. It's
we
been so long since we've seen you.
I know. We've been so busy. We've been dealing with, um, engineers, everything for the new facility because we have to move walls because we want all six chambers into one large room so that the middle will be for all of our operators. That way we have a better handle and we can, if somebody has to go to the bathroom, we don't have to run to another room to, or
Yeah.
text them and ask them if somebody can come and relieve you for a minute. So it's gonna make it so much easier for us, for our patients. We're really excited, and we'll have offices. We'll have just break area, all that good stuff for all the employees, and we'll have actual a male and a female bathroom, uh, so that we're not running into each other. And yeah, so it's going to be really good. We're very excited.
I
Yep.
have
So
one
we
question. What is this fat eliminator? What is it?
okay. It is. I can send you the information on that, Janine. Yeah, it's the Erconia. It's called Serona. No, Zerona with a Z. It's Zerona, and you can look it up. And what this one does, it just got FDA approval. This one is it's been out there. The first one was out years ago, but it doesn't do what this one does. This one actually, say you've got a balloon, the fat is in a balloon. So what this laser does is it opens up like the end of a balloon. The fat dissolves out that, but then after the fat is gone, it actually closes up, so the fat can't get back in. So it actually eliminates it. It's not like, because the problem they have with like lipo and all of that, the fat can actually be dispersed to different parts of the body. A lot of people, when they get
Oh.
like big lipo, their necks get bigger, or their
Yeah.
legs get bigger. And they're like, oh, well, I wasn't expecting this. So,
Oh.
yeah, but this one just eliminates it fully from your body. So you go through, we recommend that you go through, we just got it. We're going to be, we've tried it on all of our employees. We've been working and getting used to it with our employees because it just got FDA approval like 6 months ago. And but the neat thing about this one, not only does it eliminate it, the fat, and then close off the balloon, but um, it also heals the biome in your gut. I have never
Mm.
had, my gut is just 100% right now.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's cool.
it's really amazing. And so this one, we're able to integrate this. Even if you don't need to lose fat, because we have a lot of like the autistic children, the other people that are so entrenched with so many, um, uh, uh, you know, heavy metals and
Parasites.
right,
Mm.
yeah, and it helps with the parasites too. The detoxing, they need a big detoxing. this will detox them and heal their gut. So it also is helping them with all the other brains. So in conjunction with our normal lasers that we have for the brain, and these are all based on the Rife frequencies. So the lasers that we have that we use for the brain, and then in conjunction with this new one that we can use on on our patients to heal their gut, is what it's doing. It's healing their gut and it's detoxing them. Then with the chambers, it's it's going to be incredible. We're so excited.
I'm excited for you. Yeah, thank you for coming on and sharing that with us, even though you're out there shopping. And Buck will
Yeah,
probably.
no makeup, just taking a nice walk.
Oh,
You don't need makeup. Come on.
so
Yeah, I
I.
do it at my age.
Yeah, and thank
All
you for.
natural is the way to go.
And thank you for making the offer to Buck, whether or not he moves forward or not. But I sure hope he has a conversation with you.
That would be great, Buck. Yeah, I'd love to talk to you about it. And even if not now, maybe later on down the road, because we're looking to open up at least two more here in the metro Atlanta area in the next like 2 to 3 years. Then we're with our model because we have a lot of investors that are coming in, but we really don't want to go down that road. Right now, we want to see if we could just manage it and then use our own monies to expand into other states. But the big thing is we know what we need to do because the hyperbarics that we offer is so unusual outside of a hospital.
Mm.
And here in Georgia, we've gone through all the hoops, we've done everything, so we know what is needed to open up other facilities.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do a few more around Atlanta. Hopefully, in the next 2 to 3 years, we'll have two more, and then we're gonna start like going to Florida. We're looking to put one near Pensacola, as a matter of fact, because one of our employees, yeah,
Yeah. So, anyways, before we get into all that, people are asking a lot of questions. Could Buck go to your
I'm
location
sorry, I
and do?
lost you.
Could Buck go to your location and do a live with you?
He sure could. Yeah,
I could do. I got no work, so I got nothing but
yeah.
time.
Come do a
Yeah.
live with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, we're just so blessed, right? We just pinch ourselves every day, and we just pray to God that He keeps putting these paths in front of us that help us to help everybody else.
Yeah. Thank you so much for just dropping in here. Every time you join us, it's just so informative. People are asking, where do I order? Where do I go? And that type of thing. So we'll schedule an hour and a half show with you next. How's that?
That sounds good. Yeah, let's do it for a weekend when Christine is like with her respite caretaker. Um, yeah, because she's a lot
Yeah,
right
that's
now.
fine.
With she has got it. She is on the go. Janine, she wakes up in the morning and she's got a list of things she wants to paint, she wants to do. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, all my day is spent just,
Yeah. Well, that's
yeah,
good. You're giving her a
yeah,
good life. Thank you
yeah.
Yeah.
so much,
Okay, bye
Sherry.
guys.
Bye now. Bye bye.
Love
Bye.
you.
Love
Love you
you too.
too. See, and that's the thing. Like she talked about the gut health, right? How can we trust our gut if our gut is unhealthy,
Right,
right?
right. You're still with us, Sherry.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to figure out how to leave. I guess I have to put my
So it's
glasses
on,
back
it
on.
should be on the top. It should be on the top right hand side of the stream.
And
Up
she's gone.
and she got.
I think she might be able to hear us still. The picture's gone though.
Yeah.
All right. She'll fade out in a minute. She'll figure it out. Okay, so this is really cool. We got more people out here, Buck. That we got someone else that's asking a question. I think it's I started off. So we'll get back to you guys on the update with Sherry and Buck, and Buck will work out the logistics for your travel. Don't worry about
Okay.
that. All right. So it says greetings. This is coming from it says I think it says his victory girl.
Yep. Victory girl.
Got a question. Just left corporate. Started semi retirement. Do you see me getting a part time job soon? New person, new question. This is great. Let's see what we get, Buck.
I know Victory girl.
You
She just
do?
yes, ma'am. She's on some of the other chats that I watch that I follow.
Wow. Wants to know about a part-time job soon. Semi-retirement going into part-time. Well, you definitely you've got the knack, the communications. Let me just put it that way. Pops up as the first thing that they're showing. You've got a lot of loving elements about you. I'm not quite sure where you wanted to go with this. But that's what they're showing me that is present right now. And it doesn't look like you want to go into anything quite spiritual, even though you are spiritual. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, it's just like the timing is not right now. And if you're asking about that, but what I'm actually getting is that it's coming more towards autumn is when you're going to get like this part-time job for being semi-retired. So there's some things that you still are working through, cutting the energies, if you will, of where you came from to where it is that you want to go. And it's kind of like it's your canvas for you to create. There you go. Anybody
Yep.
else out there?
Not
Let's see
yet.
here. Everyone, it's Sunday morning here in the land down under. We got somebody from Australia. How you doing? He says, "Good day."
Good day. How's Australia treating you? Is they Are they cleaning that up? That's another place that needs to be cleaned up.
Yeah,
You know.
along with the United States. Yeah.
Yep.
Uh, Victory Girl says, "Yes, thank you. Okay, there you go. Take your time with all the changes that you're going through. This is for everybody, covering everything. When you go through something, whether you were let go from a job, or you're going into another job, or you're going into semi-retirement, all the energies have to align for you to make that total commitment to whatever that you're going to. And Buck, I think you've been learning quite a bit being away from what you were doing. It's almost as like I'm kind of sensing it's like you're realizing, that you could do whatever that you want to do. Where before, I think you've always felt like you're kind of pigeonholed.
Yeah, because it's like I mentioned earlier, it's like every 10 years, it's like obviously this, the field that I'm in telecommunications. It's a hit and miss, right? I do like it. I did like my job because I repaired stuff and I fixed it, right, and I repaired it, got the service back up. Um, but how with AI, how long is that field going to be available? And that's why I take pride in the recovery center, because we're helping people that are struggling with addictions, and it's everything, right? It's not just drugs and alcohol. We got to have other things, and that's why I like the all recovery meeting that I facilitate, because it's everything, right?
Hmm.
But it's more rewarding, right? It doesn't it's not you don't get paid for it, right? It's a volunteer thing. And that's why I think I would love I would love working with Hulu to begin with, but also helping people, because when you go to recovery long enough and you see how when people first walk in, right, and to where once that light turns on, and it just it makes it not only helps us and the people that have been going there for a while, that been in there, but just seeing the light come back on their face and the aura come back on. I mean, that's where it's for me where it's rewarding. So I think that's why I would probably love I would love probably doing that. So I really have to consider it, doing that.
Okay, I actually had to. It was getting too warm in here. I had to turn down the air a little bit, so I stepped away for a second. All right, so what we have here is Victory Girl gave us a little bit of an update. So she's out of corporate. She's taking care of her house. She just ordered a Rife machine,
Mhm.
which was the technology back in the day. They even did away with the guy that designed it, whatnot,
Mhm.
and we come full circle. And now everybody is going to be integrating the Rife technology, and they have been using the Rife technology one way or another. So good for you for doing that. Let's see here. This is coming from the person in the land down under. Says, "Hey, Buckshot. Well, someone conveniently set fire to the one and only two oil refineries in Victoria. Yeah, we're seeing the fires, Buck.
They did that here in Texas, right? With
Yeah,
Valero, they set up the fire to that one. Because that's the one thing I question, right? We got the war, gas prices jumped up because this supposedly war in Iran, which only
or
contr-
gas
is only
gouging.
it's only 20% of the oil 20%. How does that 20% affect us? And we all know British Petroleum, the Crown, was the one really running Iran behind the scenes,
Yeah,
um, with the help of the CIA overthrowing their government.
yeah.
Um, it's just a load of bull, right? But we got all those oil tankers going through the Gulf of America, and gas is down 20 cents here. I paid the Costco was the cheapest. It was 3.31, but I paid 3.49 because I didn't feel like going to Costco because Costco on the weekends it's a nightmare over here.
Yeah.
I'd rather pay the extra money because I've been doing the Instacart and DoorDash um, to help relieve Amanda because she's the one kind of pulling the weight with because my unemployment doesn't cover rent. So I got to make the extra money. I got to help out a little bit to ease her stress, and the last 3 days that's what I've been doing. Um, but yeah, it started to go down here. It got up to like some places 3.89. Um,
Which
you
is
know,
crazy because we have so much oil. We have so much of it, and so I don't know what you wanna call them, the deep state, whatever, they're gonna keep gouging us. So, here's something that I found very interesting is that, what's his name? Bassett came on mainstream media news and was telling everybody who's getting a paycheck from their company to basically, you know how you could fill out zero or one or exempt or one or two, how many numbers that of people you have in your family, and they take out less the more people that you're in your family. He's telling everyone to file exempt. And I was wondering why he was doing that. Well, somebody out on X was explaining it that actually the way that it works is that's how the minions get our money, your money, is they take it from that selection that you have. So if you pull exempt, there's no money that's going to them, and it's kind of shutting them down from continually stealing from us. And I thought, okay, I see where this is going. And a lot of people may agree to disagree on that one. And a lot of people may not want to do the exempt because they think they're going to pay a lot more. But if he came out and he's saying this, it's probably going to end up going that way in the near future. In other words, they're not going to take out all those taxes out of your payroll check in the near future.
yeah, because
I am really burning up.
yeah, that's what I did with my unemployment because otherwise I still you know I'd have them taking state taxes out because they'll still have the state tax, but yeah, I did the exempt for my federal.
Yeah, so I just read that our governor for starting May 1st you will not be charged for state taxes when you go to the grocery store. It doesn't mean that you won't have to pay the federal or the local county. I don't know how that works, but that's what they're doing out there, and it's for 2 months. It's kind of like they're throwing you a bone, and it's like you're still tied, up to the chain, up to the pole, and it's crazy. Why 2 months? Just eliminate it altogether. Florida's eliminating all their
I,
taxes.
I know South Carolina, the governor just signed a bill to lower it. It says beginning in tax year 2000, South Carolina is implementing a new income tax law signed on April 2026 that collapses the current three bracket system into two, lowering the top rate to 5.21% and creating a 1.99 rate for income up to $30,000. This law, aiming at eventually eliminating the personal income tax, introduces a new state deduction. So they're lowering it here. They just lowered it. So we'll see. I mean, hopefully, the with the tariffs coming in, that eventually we won't have to pay just a regular straight tax. Without getting taxed for every other little thing that we get taxed for.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is what I was just talking about there is this suspenses the state groceries taxes for May and June. This is in Alabama. This is Ivy, Kay Ivy. She's on her way out. She's used up her terms and she's about 90 years old. And it says anytime we can responsibly provide some relief for the hardworking people in our state, she's in for it. So it's for 2 months. But if you think about it, it's $300 grocery bill. Maybe you might save $16. That might be $16 to go into your gas tank. You know what I'm saying? It's just whatever. It just and she's signing a lot of things, so she's on her way out. She signed several bills to enhance healthcare across Alabama. This is just what's happening, and you guys all check your own state. This is happening all across the country right now.
Yep. Unfortunately, everything is happening slowly. We want everything right then and now, right? But yeah, so if it's we all know, right, and we can manifest our reality. So, unfortunately, a lot of people are still stuck in that division and not knowing what the heck's really going on and what Trump's really doing.
Yeah,
But
I
you
know.
know,
It just me and my husband were just talking about this. There's so you know that what's his name that's out in California, Shirley. What's his first name?
Nick
Uh,
Shirley.
Nick Shirley. So we were
Mhm.
watching the news, and he's out there interviewing people out on the streets of California, saying, "Do you and it said 10 hours ago that he had just uploaded this thing. This is how you could tell it's a movie. He's sitting here saying, "What do now that Trump was just elected president, do you go along with his immigration laws?" And like, "Oh no, no, no!" I'm like, "This happened a year ago, people." And they put this out there, and if some people don't catch that, it was quite obvious that that interview was older, but they were updating people, showing you California and how all the people are asleep there still. So, yeah, it
Yes,
is what it is.
the news still got a hold of people, right? And that's unfortunately until that changes. I don't, it's going to take a long time. And that's what bothers me the most is we all know that they're lying and they're fake news like Trump says, but they don't do nothing about it. They don't
Yeah.
do absolutely they let them get away with lying. They don't hold none of these people accountable. And until people start seeing the real news on the real news and what's really going on, and that's the difficult part for me is seeing how brainwashed people still are. And you think this, you got Nick Shirley, right, 20-year-old kid, technically a man at that age. The FBI doesn't have the same information. It's like, yeah, it takes a 20 year the news station don't have all this information, but it takes a 20-year-old kid, you know. But it could be because otherwise they'll oh well, it's Trump and they use kind of like what the Biden administration did, right? Using the law to go against your political opponents. And I can see like them, because they already hate Trump already. No matter what the guy does, he can cure cancer. Oh wait, speaking of, oh my God, what a blasphemy, Trump. Oh my God, what did he do? It's like you don't see the bigger picture. There's comms in everything the man does. There's a reason why he does everything, and it wasn't even him who created the darn thing. That
If anybody knows a sense of humor on a certain person, they'll get who that is. So that's all that I'm going to say. All right, we've got another question out there, Buck. You want to help out MJ Squirrel?
Sure
All right. The question is, should I get a different vehicle? And let's see what I get here.
it depends how badly you need it.
Let's see here. Well, that's kind of odd. There are things that are not clear to her right now, and vehicles usually mean a way to get around, right? To get from point A to point B, and stuff like that. And she's. It kind of looks like to me, if I read this story right here, she's not quite ready to birth something new right now, and it's almost like it's present there for her. Her path is definitely unknown, and this information is just coming up through the cards here. So, yeah, so she's definitely looking to make a big change in her life. In other words, she wants to create another record, an Akashic record for herself. And it is possible for her to do that, but I'm actually getting that there might be a strong energy of a male that might be holding her back from doing something that she actually needs to do. Now, she asked about a car, and I got all this other stuff. So let me pull one more to see about that car. All right. Sometimes they just give me the background on this stuff here. Um, I don't. It doesn't seem like that is a yes. Hold on a second. Why did they give me all that? Let me know, MJ Squirrel, if I'm on to you right now, because that's what I'm pulling in on you. But the question is just a vehicle, and the vehicle is symbolic to her. So again, it's the path that is totally unknown for her right now. So is it gonna be a financial obligation for her? Um, I would have to say no.
Well, I mean, all she has to do is wait a little bit longer when we start getting the new technology that's going to be coming out.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
It just doesn't seem like it was like so many different things, and I also saw some loving elements around her. I don't know what that represents, these loving elements, whether she's needing to provide that way, and instead of a vehicle, a new car. But yeah, definitely wait at least another month. Come back and ask us that same question a month from now. So that'd be May 19th. All right, I see Joey. Which Joey 56? Joey G 56 is out there.
that's my Joey from Arizona.
Yeah, that's your Joey.
That's my Joey.
Yeah, you can have the
Well, the
other
other one's my
Joey.
Joey too, but
Yeah, you can have them both.
this is the older Joey.
Yeah, yeah, it is. I could tell by his joke. What did he say? Something about the Nick Shirley?
Yeah,
Um, okay, that's what I have. So just to answer your question, I've never been so adamant about saying no to somebody
yeah,
like
I know,
that. But
right?
yeah, that's it. They gave me the story beforehand. She just says thank you so much. Don't worry, the other things are going to work out where it'll fall into place for you. Unless
They
your
always
car
do,
is
right?
yeah, unless your car's not working and you really really need one. And if you can afford one, go get it. Let's see here. Kearns 11. Hey, is in Arizona. Kearns is out there. I have not seen that gentleman in a long time.
Kearns is in Arizona with Joey G.
Yeah. All right. Anybody else have any questions out there? So this is real interesting. What's coming up next in the news? We've all been waiting for the Clintons to be taken down. So what is actually happening is that there are experts out there that can basically process a nuclear forensic analysis, which basically means they can tell you where the uranium came from. And so where we're going with this is that once that it's decided that the uranium came from possibly Montana, where we were digging it up or whatever, then they'll have their hit of what they have to do next. So there's a nuclear forensic analysis going on as we speak. And let's just get this part of the movie over with, right?
Yeah, I mean, they showed us in the Sum of All Fears, right? When after the bomb went off, where did the bomb come off? Oh, it came from America. Hmm.
Yep. What else do we have out there? What else do we have going on out there? Um,
They show us in movies all the time.
yeah, and then the whole NASA thing. I think that everybody in the world has debunked that, and so
Not a
NASA.
space agency. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the next one, along with Red Cross, right?
Yep.
Everybody, stop giving your money to Red Cross.
Yeah, that's going to be exposed with the human trafficking.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we have here. Of course, there's more truth coming out about the vaccine, so on and so forth. We don't have to go into any of that, but let's see what else we have out there. That's about all that I got here so far. Anybody else have any questions, Buck?
Not that I see at the moment. Let me check. Not on YouTube. I can check Rumble real quick. I don't see any questions out there. Yeah, Joe, you are better late than never.
Yeah, where you been, Joey? Yeah, I don't know if you heard this, Buck. I did a show about the 80% of the geoengineering pilots don't have families or children. So
That,
when
that
if you're a pilot and you want to go out there, your odds of getting a job are much better if you don't have anybody that
mm,
cares about you.
yeah, I mean that. Well, that's how they recruit these people, right? It's like it's like the deep state when they when they blackmail these people, right? They already know everything about you. So they're, oh, oh, you single guy, no kids, no family to worry about. You don't care if you poison anybody. You make you sold your soul to the devil, and it's like, yeah, let's go up there and poison everybody. But you're poisoning yourself because the food that you're gonna eat is gonna be all poison too.
And that's another thing too, is like when you go into a hospital, and I'm just saying this to anybody, if you go into a hospital and you might live by yourself, but always let them know you've got a lot of family members around you, no matter what, because
Hmm.
we don't know where the status of the hospitals are right now, with organs shit going on, and them just testing and trying things on people. When you tell them that you're alone, you don't know who's going to get wind of that in a institution.
Yep. We do have a question about do we see any changes for pets eliminating the vax for them?
Oh man, there is something out there on that, and I'm going to go to the health and talk about it because besides it being in the news, I'm going to pull a card on it, and that is under. I think I put it under my health. So there is a lot of talk on that. Let me just see here 1 second. Hmm. That Dr. Peter McCullough is really coming out strong on people. I don't know, maybe he always has been. He kind of went away, but he's coming out strong for people, for humans. Okay, so the USA approved extremely dangerous self-amplifying RNA shots for dogs and cats. It's called the Novavax, or else NXT. Let me put this up on the screen so you guys can see this, and then I'm going to pull a card on it or two and see what we get on this here. This is a great question, whoever is asking this.
Victory girl.
Yeah?
Yep, because she said she's waiting on my next pet. I can't see because the icon is in the way, but
Oh.
both of her pets got sick after the vaccines.
So this is actually the story. So there's a new FOIA data reveals the death of cardiac arrest and neurological issues in strange masses, often within hours of ejection. I could tell you this. Me and my husband were just talking about. We had two dogs once they got a particular rabies shot. One of them was my little Rizzo. I forgot what happened to him. I think he fell over. And then the other one was my Beagle mix, whose face just totally blew up. And we had to rush both of them back to the hospital. So they've been doing this for years. Jack was probably about 10, 12 years ago. Rizzo was probably about 6 years ago. All right, so the vets are actively giving these shots for rabies, flu, and FLA. So this is what they're actually saying out there, and there are over 1,000 pages of adverse event reports that were obtained. Let me just kind of go into this a little bit more. I'm not going to read all of this here, but yeah. So
No,
the USDA approved the vaccine in June of 2024. I talked about this on one of my shows to people, and I told them that this was coming. So portions of the pre-approved safety trial data has been withheld from confidential commercials information provided by Merck. So you guys be very cautious of this. So what kind of question will we ask on this? Is so there's mRNA vaccines for pets that are out there. Merck, and they call it the NXT. If you hear this, walk away with your animal.
yep. Because that's what our pets do. They give us unconditional love
Yeah,
more than humans, right?
that's right. And It's so funny because I'm going to come back. You guys all got this pretty much. So y- I take care of my dogs so much. There's I don't know if they're codependent on me, but they're very attached to me. And if they ever got away from me, I would panic and freak only because I give them as much love as they give back to me. And I've always had. As soon as I became an adult, I went out and I got my first townhouse, and the first thing I did is I got a dog, and because I was not allowed to have any pets growing up. So let's see here. What would be the question that we would ask on this? Will the government or whomever somebody crack down on this mRNA vaccine for the pets? Yeah, you got to ask a lot of questions when you take your dog in there. Yes, the healing is coming for that. Um, we're not quite there yet. These were starting out as experimental shots, and sorry to say, but I'm actually seeing that these shots will be around for a while. So what we actually have to do is be in control of it. Ask those damn questions like I'm showing you here. Like, do you understand when you go in there and this is what I did for my little dog, the last dog that I got. I said, I don't want to give you all the shots. I only want two shots, and whatever it is, no rabies shots. The dog was only 8 weeks old, and they did what I said. And I remember the doctor looking me straight in the face and saying, "These shots are not bad for the dogs. They're just mRNA that's put into these shots." And I just looked at this guy and grabbed my dog and said, "We're done. We're out of here."
Yeah, yeah, they're just shots. Yeah,
Yeah, a lot of people don't take their pets in anymore. I have this conversation with so many of my friends. We just don't go in there. You can get everything that you need to get over the counter.
yep. They just take natural products and put them and take all this the stuff out that's good and fill it up with the other half with crap. After they do that, extract all the good stuff.
Yeah. Why do you got to give your dogs rabies shots? My dogs are in my house all the time. They never go outside the yard, or if I take them out for walks, they're with me. I just don't understand it. Why we have to have a shot? I get maybe a rabies shot once, but it lasts many, many years. Why do you got to keep giving them to them every year?
Yep, because they're making money.
Yeah. All right. Is that anything else out there, Buck?
Well, Joey G has a question on Rumble. What's up with the scientists being disappearing lately?
Oh, yeah, I just saw that. 12 of them, right?
Yeah,
For my understanding, and this is not anything in the cards or whatever, but this has been going on a long time, Buck. Why are they bringing it to our attention right now?
yeah, because I think more people are awake than not. Like the news and everything like to pretend like we're not the majority, but we really are.
Yeah, yeah. So first of all, the first thing it's coming up with is this crazy ass journey that we are on. It's just basically it shows a lot of chaos on here, and I am right on that. They have gone back. This has a lot of them have happened. Um, some of them have happened like I'm feeling like the year 2012's a couple of them. Some of them more recent, and let's see here. They're basically are settling. They're settling. Um, it almost seems like there was one of these doctors out there that somebody was very um, close to in our current administration, and is bringing this all to the forefront. And um, that's the person that's going to be the whistleblower for all of this. So that's more of that is out there to come. And this is basically going to be setting the course. Okay, so they all disappeared. My understanding is they all disappeared. Nobody knew. A lot of them worked in many different areas, right? These scientists, some of them work for NASA. What were they trying to tell us? What other areas did they work in? I think it was almost like it was many different areas of these scientists knew information, and I don't know. if it's a coincidence, like Trump says, was this a coincidence? They all just disappeared?
There are no coincidences.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Let's see what else we have out here. So yeah, that's what I'm getting. Joey G56 says he's never even seen a dog with rabies. Amen to that one.
Nope. I never seen one.
Kearns is saying I give my dog CBD and ivermectin sometimes. Yeah, you could do that. There's so much of it out there. There's so many people out. I just wish that they would hurry up and come up. So many people are saying that it cures stuff and very important stuff, and I don't want to put myself out there until it comes. We get closer to it, but I just wish the protocols were out there for that.
Yep.
Chevy Maverick is basically saying
Like,
lemongrass oil is just a dab in each ear, and she doesn't get any ear mites or mites any longer. Um,
I think there was. See if I
some
can find it.
somebody is saying the fire plugs is fully opened. Yeah,
So
you're welcome.
there was a protocol that I had found that I had saved, and it's pretty much it tells you here the dosage about. I mean, you can't really see it because of my phone, but
Yeah, it's upside
it
down.
tells you ivermectin low grade cancer dose. This is we're not medical professionals, but this is what I got off of the website. But it takes vitamin C, oral vitamin D, zinc, and then it tells you the ivermectin low grade cancer 0.5 milligrams for low grade, intermediate grade 1 milligram 3 times a week, high grade 1 milligram a day, and this is from it's I forgot where I got this from. It was from targeting the mitochondria stem cell connected with cancer treatment. It was on the website, and and it so it does have a little bit of protocol, but all these doses are established as tolerable for humans. Um, I think I got like I said, unfortunately, I forgot where I saved this from, but I think it was from a health website, but I just don't remember where it was, where I got it from. This was on back in April 2nd. I was probably listening to a podcast, and they probably put it on the protocol. Oh, I think what it was. I think it was Sheila Holmes. Sheila Holmes, because she had when she got attacked, she was doing that protocol, and so I think that's where she was talking about the cancer and what the protocol she used to cure herself.
Yeah. People are just letting you know, Buck. Every time you hold your phone up there, it's a mirror, so it's reversed for us, so we can't see it. Sometimes it's upside down. And
Gotcha.
Joey G was just standing on his head, so he was able to read it.
Okay, good. At least somebody was. I give you props for standing on your head.
Forget about it. Yeah, so that's what we have going on in the news here. Yeah, let's see here. What else? What is this?
Oh,
Oh, this is just
that's the green screen AIs.
yeah, letting you know it's just a movie, folks.
Yep.
This is how they do it. This is
That's
better than when they went to the moon.
Yeah, I know. With Nixon, Nixon with his landline phone, and then the the other recent Artemis where she's holding an object, but there's no shadow of the object. You see her hands.
Yeah.
You see her shadow of her hands, but the object she's holding, it's like, where's the shadow? And then and then when they come back and they're talking about their experience, she's when me and you, Janine, are talking, right, from experience, do we ever look down like this and start talking? Like, yeah, and then da 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 da
She was
da da da
reading
da,
it.
and then and then she forgets her line and it's like, oh, who does that?
Yeah.
When you're authentic and you're talking from experience, you never look down talking. Yeah, the earpiece. I showed my friends because my friend was make busting chops, about the going to the moon, and I was like, "Did she really go to the moon?" I said, "You got to watch this video of her talking after." It's like, no,
Aren't they also the same faces that went to the moon the last time that it blew up? Or I'm not sure if that's what somebody
no,
was
they're different. But those people,
still.
The Challenger explosion,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
when they all became teachers after.
Professors.
Yeah,
They
professors. Yeah,
yeah,
professing
they
at
put it
Lyon.
yeah, they put them all in in, like, Harvard, Stanford, and all that other stuff to corrupt the minds of the young people coming in. Let's see what Hula Hoop has to say. He says, "We've had several patients with cancer that did a vitamin C injection with ivermectin." I'm gonna put this on the screen up here. And, let's see here, ivermectin and metazoline, I can't and high pressure hyperbaric therapy.
Benzozole.
Yeah. See, she's got a protocol.
Yeah. Yeah,
You know
they've had it for years, but they don't want us to know about it because there's no money in the cure.
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta schedule you to go out there. It'll be oh my god, I can't imagine. So I'll set it all up and you guys do a live. It would do like an hour or so with her and she'll take you through the tour. But it's gotta be when she can um
When she's
make
not as
sure
busy, so it's easier just to spend time
yeah.
and you don't have to worry about the hecticness of the patients and worrying about them. Even if it's a weekday, I could probably shoot down on a weekday.
Let's see here. What else do I have here? Uh 1 second, Buck. Yeah, we'll figure this out and it'll be fun. That'd be really cool to do. All right. So I just want to thank somebody who just donated to a cup of coffee. Thank you so much. He says, been
No,
following for years, Janine and Jason Q, waking people up down here very slow. And there's no name. It just says from someone, but whoever it is, thank you. Appreciate it. And this cup of coffee is going to go towards the trip for Buck. So if anybody else
ooh,
wants to help out with giving a coffee, and we're going to ask for this for just a little money for the transportation, for the gas, basically, Buck. 3 hours
well,
on the road.
the good thing about my car is I get pretty good miles on highway miles. So
Yeah,
that's the one thing that's good about the newer car nowadays is they do go a little bit further than the old cars. I think when I drove down to Florida, I got about 37, 36 miles a gallon. But
yeah.
then again, I'm a New Yorker, so I'm like stop and going in between cars. So I got a little bit of a lead foot,
One thing I
but
do have
still,
to
it's still get great miles right now.
well, that's good.
Yep.
One thing I do have to say about hula hoop is that she doesn't get people coming in for like headaches or high blood pressure. She gets she's well known. Her and Dr. Ken are well known in what they're doing, and they get the tough stuff coming in there. So, Buck, this will be really exciting. I'm so looking forward to it. And I
Yeah,
hope
me
you guys
too.
can line up something next month or whenever it might be.
Yep, I'm down.
Yeah, and so we're going to be putting boots on the ground. Buck is going to be going out there, and like I said, if there's anybody else that feels that a cup of coffee, just do ripples of waves. I think a cup of coffee, and I don't even know if I still have that up here. That'll help out all of us. And let's see here. There we go. Just this is actually I should say buy us coffee, and all the funds will go towards Buck's trips. And I think he would appreciate that help.
Of course I would, and only if you could, because I know
Yeah,
times are rough. You know,
only if you can, definitely. All right, let's see here. Shabby Maverick said, "I would love to send some, and don't have any. If the tech app, call me later, Janine. Oh, you know what? If you can't
don't
do it,
worry
that
about it. Forget about it.
You got it. Let's see what else we have out here. And we'll be asking other shows because I don't think he's gonna plan to go out this doing this right away. But yeah, I do love calling all the people that follow me on my channel. There's one woman, Mayday. I still talk to Shelly. I call her Shelly Belly. She's been following me for like 7 years. And so I don't mind picking up a phone and calling you or giving you my phone number if you want to talk. Kearns is giving you an IOU.
No problem. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
All right. I think that this one here is this doesn't look right to me. I almost blocked Joey G. Um
You always got a bunch of crybabies that that like to
yeah.
stir up crap because they got they unfortunately they got no life, and you got to have some people that you know like to cause drama, but drama ain't
You
gonna.
know, here's the crux of it all. People actually believe what they see. And that is the thing is that they don't that why do they have decoders out there is so that they can read they're reading between the lines. There's everything is symbolic. They're giving it to you in a different way that it's actually being presented to you. And so these far left libtards out there can only see one thing. They see Orange Man and they see hatred coming out of him, but they're not paying attention to the things that he's doing. The perfect example of it is when he changed the name of the Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America. How many months ago was that done? And now look what's happening. Everybody is funneling their oil things, rigs through the Gulf of America. The man is not stupid, people.
No, but some people are, and they get triggered, and they just unfortunately most of these people hate their own life, so they gotta cause come up and cause drama in other people's life.
And that happens to be a thing. Maybe hula hoop can work on something health wise. So if you say something and I go, oh my God, I can't talk about it, that's a trigger to me. What the fuck is that? When did that shit start? You can't say something and be open minded about it, but then take it in so deep and so personally. To me, that's brainwashed. It really, I don't know how else to explain it, but
Yeah,
there's a lot of people out there that says, oh my God, you're saying something. I can't have this conversation with you because you're triggering things. What? Is it PTSD that they create in the schools? What is this?
yeah, it's just mental illness, and it happens. It's just that's and it's funny because that's what I find the most hilarious thing is the triggering of people. The fact that they get so triggered easily. It's kind of in a way it's sad, but it's funny.
Yeah.
It's funny how easily triggered people are, and you know,
Yeah, I don't understand it. And you know what? I'm just from a total different generation. And that's why I have Buck on here because a lot of times he gives me clarity and trying to understand stuff because I might be stuck in the old ways of thinking. But all I can tell you is I knew where we came from and I know where we're going. And I see nothing but really good things for everybody out there. It's just that we're all going to have to figure out a way to process the new information that's coming in. And that's the toughest thing for any of us to do. What else you got,
yeah.
Buck? Otherwise, we could wrap it up.
I got nothing unless you want me to give a reading for my oracle card.
Oh, go for it. Yes, please do. Let me get this one
Okay.
off the screen
I
here.
mean, let me get. I had to get rid of the triggered loser, and that's for
Okay, thank you.
because we do tend to trigger people when we're having fun and living our life to the fullest. And some people are just like I said, miserable people, and you're not gonna get us triggered like you are. So I had to get rid of somebody.
Trigger, trigger, trigger.
Triggered. Oh my god! You're gonna you're
I'm telling you, they were just all brainwashed in the schools, and I don't know if that could be undone. And it's
yeah.
not even
No.
schools. I think it's environment. It's a lot of things.
Yeah. No, it's just the Trump derangement syndrome. It's just. They're gonna believe what they want to believe because they hate. You know, when you hate, you get blinded by the facts, and you know it is what it is. We can't save everyone, right? We save the
Right.
ones we can, and you know, ooh, I got the queen.
Ooh.
All right, that's the card. So let me find the page. The queen, 83. All right. So let me figure this out here. So the queen, I am the queen of peace. Oh, speaking, look at that. I am the queen of peace. If you pledge your devotion to me as your ruler, I shall serve you well for eternity. Make me your queen, and I shall provide a life for you and your family of great life affirming prosperity in the truest and most divine manner. Hear my words, and you shall taste the intoxication nectar of oneness with all within your art, with all within your own being. If you bow to my laws, then you shall experience and master a life of many realizations. For when you are in peace, your mind is in stillness to receive universal guidance. Your aura shall shine with the vibration others shall find solace in. One chooses inner peace when you surrender to all experiences as serving you rather than destroying you. A remarkable eye opening freedom will embrace you. Never again can anyone taunt you, trigger you to act in an unpeaceful way. Man, what I still got more, but holy crap! Ooh,
Speaking of
is that
triggers.
is that not is that the ain't the truth of that one? You know.
Yeah, spirit works in
Uh,
mysterious
all
ways.
right, so let me continue. Hold on.
I love it when you seem surprised.
As your queen of peace, I shall also protect you with your great strength and sense of purpose. I shall never betray you, for even in death you wish to rest in peace. You need not to die physically to feel me, but you must experience many spiritual deaths throughout your soul path. These spiritual deaths are releasing any grip on how you wanted things to be. Be brave, my love. Inner peace is the only true freedom. My quest is to you my quest is for you to understand that in my kingdom, as you stand at the gates, should you choose a life to make a life here, you shall be empowered with new energy to feel joy to live again. And you shall feel a new powerful instinct to nurture and raise those around you and to create peace as well. Man, that was like spot on with the triggering. It's like, woo.
And the King of Wands said, "This just triggered me." Well, we got the trolls out there today, don't we? Huh?
Yeah, the YouTube people doesn't can't see the troll in Rumble. Oh, poor, you know, he's hurt his little feelings, you know.
Yeah. Somebody just put out there, "I have to take a big shit." Good for you.
Yeah,
Maybe
you
you
know,
won't be triggered so much.
yeah. You clean out all the garbage that's going through your little brain, you know, because all your brain is in your ass, and apparently,
Uh-oh. Somebody told me, "See, I knew I was gonna delete someone. This jumps all the time. I apologize, so I gotta have to go back there." I deleted Kearns. I don't know how to undelete him. Kearns, if you're
I,
out there, could you please put something else in there? Let me know,
uh,
because 'cause I'm blocking these trolls. Oh, someone's on the shitter again.
well, that's good for you. And bye bye.
Yeah, yeah. Alright, that was good. Yeah, so I appreciate you being here again, Buck, and, this is really good stuff that's coming out. Everybody.
I found Kern. Sorry, I unmuted him.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't know how to
This
do
is
any of
fun
this
though.
stuff. I know, I know. Kern says, "Wow," in my comment, I was wondering. That's me. This stuff jumps, you guys, and if I don't get it exactly at that minute, I'm always apologizing. Uh,
Hey, on the bright side, we got four thumbs down by the dummies in the chat.
Yeah, I know, I know. It's good where they don't know that we're helping them release the toxins.
You know,
Um,
it was crazy when on our Zoom chats on Saturday with the We Not Me family, we had a person come in and pretend he was somebody else, and then started talking crap to all the females, like inappropriate things. Jason Q came on ripping and raving like he does. And then this person had created a TikTok and like edited the crap out of it. It was so like badly edited to make Jason Q look bad and make him look like the saint. So now we have to check people before they come into the Zoom. But it's all
yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah, yeah. This is
So
cool.
that's all we do is poop. They call me
That's right.
Buckshot for a reason. We get rid of the
That's right.
trolls.
Well, yeah, my husband was out at the shooting range and he was shooting thing. Well, that's I don't know. You know how you go
Shooting the shit.
pull,
He was shooting the shit,
pull.
right? We're getting rid
He
of the
was
shit out of
shooting
the
the
chat.
shit. Yeah, he was. And I was getting a tan while this was all happening. All right. So we'll see you again real soon, Buck. Let me know what's going on. Maybe you can come back during the week or whenever. This
Well,
was a lot of
I
fun. Definitely
I
we'll
got
see you
nothing but
next
time.
Saturday. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. And if anybody has anything else that they want to contribute, please reach out to ripplesofwaves@gmail.com and we'll be glad to talk about whatever it is that you have. Yeah, we're gonna get going and let this person release themselves.
Yep, that's what we do.
I'm actually gonna put it up here. I'm going to entertain them. I think you just killed them. A skeet shooting. Somebody's saying, yeah, that's what it
Yep, pretty
was.
much.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, boy, I tell you,
He,
somebody's
he is
got
right about he is right about that one about Bongino bitch titties. Yeah, Bongino. I don't really trust that guy.
yeah. You're going to start to see them all pull away, the ones that were rooting for him, and there's a reason for that too.
Yeah, right. Because that guy. Oh, we're gonna go in there. We're gonna. Well, he was the first one to leave.
Yeah, yeah,
So you do
definitely.
got a point on that one.
All right, everybody, have a beautiful weekend. God bless all of you, and we'll see you all soon. Bye bye now. Bye,
Bye.
Buck.
Bye, Jeanine.